I'm just going to pull a couple cards for this energy. Universe. Distance, alienation. The energy is that you are reconnecting with your home. You're going back home, and that's very far away from this planet. Somebody's going with you. You're taking somebody, or maybe somebody's taking you to their homeland. All right. So we have just, we have expressive, and gossip. So let's talk a little bit more about this gossip. Who's this person gossiping? It seems like somebody who you might have connected with, but you know that they're gossip. Camouflage, jealous, dark. I feel like it's meant for this person to be let go. You're supposed to let this person go, but I don't feel like you're ready yet. Like, this is somebody you definitely hold on to. And then you have this universe energy. Like, this person kind of left you in the dark, but the darkness is the universe and you're a star. So you shine your own light. And there's something impressive about the fact that you survived this. This person is going to receive their karma. Okay. That's what this energy is. Like, even though this person left you to fend for yourself, they definitely deserted you and abandoned you. It's like you're starting from ground zero, or like you have so much to live for right now. Reincarnation, like you're starting over again. Now, keeping in mind that this person is who they are, who they've always appeared to be, a person with a mask. Whether or not you see their face, you can see that this person is clearly hiding who they are. You know that this mask isn't their face. And that's what I'm getting with this energy. Like, you don't even have to understand or know what they're saying about you, but we're going to find out. You know that as long as they're talking about you behind your back, they're cowards. Whatever they're saying is clearly not something you would listen to or tolerate. So they would never say it to your face. And also, there's a lot of other people that's talking. They just want to talk to be connected with your energy in some way. They want to be on your frequency. But I feel like you're just too strong. Because you are a star, you're too strong for them. Like, they're going to overdose. And also, you've gotten stronger over the years. So if they're coming from like, if it's a seasonal thing, like they're coming out the woodworks because the sun is shining, then they're going to be dealing with something that has evolved since the last time they found out. They're not evolving at all. Okay. Only time will tell, but I feel like you're coming full circle. It's almost like they're revolving around you and you have the scars to prove it, but they just kind of appear out of nowhere. And you give yourself permission to do better. But somebody cursed them in the past. That's what I'm getting. Like, somebody said you'll never be anything, or you'll never amount to anything. And they're fulfilling that prophecy. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about this gossip. What are they gossiping about? I feel like it doesn't even make sense. Like, if you were to put a microphone in the mix of these people and analyze what they're saying, It wouldn't make any type of sense whatsoever. It would be incoherent. They're talking about money, possibly spending money they don't have. Yeah, I'm also getting like, if you were to like, what's the word, like closed caption what they were doing, or print up a script, a transcript, it would just sound like foolishness. It would sound like incoherent nonsense. They making plans to do something that they are physically incapable of doing. Or maybe that's what it sounds like, building a spaceship. They're going to follow you where you're going. But they're stuck in the world. They go down with the sun. All right, and also like they feel like you guys are friends. So they might be sister or brother or something like that, like some type of endearing nickname they have for you. But if I feel like if they know your name, is not because you told them. Like they're let's just move on from this energy because it's getting real tangled. Like they really trying to tangle themselves up. They want you to talk about them. They want you to think that they saying something. They might even just be moving their lips and making noise. These people live in poverty, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, they're evil or bad. But I just feel like they don't realize that their situation is squalor. I feel like they're just excited to have you around. And with this energy, it kind of feels like it's almost kind of sad. Like you don't really want to get angry at them for doing what they're doing. This could have been somebody you had a relationship with in the past. I'm going to pull something. It just seems like somebody you met back up with who just isn't doing well and doesn't look good. And this is why they're trying to come off as being mysterious. Because they don't want you to find out that they haven't done anything with themselves in their life. A love spell. They're trying to do a love spell on you. That's what they're doing. They're muttering incantations, trying to pull you in. That's what they're doing. If you see their eyes, like they're looking directly at you or in your space, muttering something, and it's like, what are they talking about? They just want you to find out what they're saying. Get closer and closer and closer until you guys are married. This is a divine masculine. He wants you to, he's trying to give you the silent treatment so that you can be obsessed with him. And he won't have to do any work making you happy or satisfying you in any way. He's fed up with his life. He's fed up with his family. He's fed up with his job. But he's trying to make it seem like everything's going well for him so that you can stop what you're doing and cater to his situation more. And it's almost like he wants to run away with you. But this guy is in poverty, so that's kind of like a way of thinking. Like somebody in poverty would think that a better situation is out there on the horizon and not actually doing the work. You know, somebody with some common sense would look at any situation and say, okay, it's time to work. It's time to plant some seeds, time to lay down some roots, figure out the area, you know, control and conquer. But this person is like, he feels weak, like he has to run away from his boss. He has to run away from his wife and kids. His neighbors are bothering him, always telling him to clean up or whatever. And it's like those rules still apply. So he's trying to get you tangled up when he should be loving himself. He should be doing that self-love work right now. He just sees you as being a star. Like you guys could go really far, as if the cameras are just going to follow you. I just saw a bad credit. His credit is wrecked, okay? And he definitely has a record. He's been in jail quite a few times. I feel like that's his whole life. Like he just sits around thinking about different convictions and whether or not he was falsely accused or people set him up. He never really looks over what he had to do to be involved in this type of situation. And he's just expecting you to get him out of it. Very wishful thinking. Okay. Yeah. He likes your feminine energy. But I feel like with this type of energy, he's planning on sucking you dry. He wants to propose a marriage. Let's find out more about his personality. He wants to propose a marriage to you. Like as if the relationship, this is basically the contract he's trying to get you to sign. You provide, he sucks. That's what he wants. You make him happy. You make him feel strong. You make him feel powerful. You make him feel attractive. But what is he doing for you? Besides feeding off of old memories, you guys might have run the town together, or maybe he just tapped into the realization that you're a loving entity, you're a loving person. He has an annoying personality. But he's very eloquent with his speech. So it might not be how he's saying is what he's saying, or maybe it's not what he's saying is how he's saying it. Like it's something about him that is very intelligent. Like he's smart enough to know what you want to hear and to say those things. But the truth speaks for itself. So the reality is he might be talking about his ex or his friends who are good, but you understand that there's a reason why he's friends with those people. It's two sides to every story. What's going on with his ex is making it seem like this person is outrageous. Like there's no way that he could be wrong in any of these stories that he's telling you, but he loves to talk. And maybe that's that's how you guys connected in the past. Like while you were manifesting your future, he was just kind of talking in the background. Maybe you weren't really listening to what he was saying, but that's what you liked about him. Like he didn't need you to say too much to keep him going. Maybe you're just someone who likes to have some noise on in the background so that you can focus on yourself. And he was that in real time. Whereas though now, technology has improved, you can listen to music, you can do other things without having somebody yapping in your ear. Okay. Something brutal about this person. But I'm getting like a Jane, Mr. Darcy type of energy. Is that how the story, was it Mr. Darcy who was kind of pompous? Jane Eyre, like people are impressed by him, but for some reason you're not impressed, or even like he's the Mr. Darcy of his time. If that's the character, I'm not really sure. Or like he seems like someone who would be arranged in a marriage. Like other people think that he's a good catch, but if you guys don't have anything in common, if you're not really listening to him, then he's clearly not holding your interest. Like he's like a stand-in, but it's something genuine about him. There's something like go home to him that I'm getting this energy. Maybe you're missing him. That's what's bringing his energy up right now. Because it just feels like there's something about his memories that's just like you don't have to do too much. Or maybe that's the game that he's playing. Like you went off to make a life for yourself, and maybe it didn't work out the way you had planned, and he's like, well, come back home to me, and everything's already figured out. All you have to do is make me feel good, make me feel special, make me feel attractive, etc., etc. The truth was a bitter pill to swallow, he said. Let's find out some more. He says, I am mindful of what I have done in the past. Okay, that makes sense. He's clarifying memories. This divine masculine, he's aware that maybe he was just so full of himself in the past. He's aware that he forced you to be off in this la la land. Like maybe he really didn't want you to pay attention to what he was saying. He just needed to talk, like talk therapy. But he didn't want you to analyze what he was saying. Like the gossip is like, if you really got close to the noise, he wasn't even forming words. And he's aware of that. Like he was just kind of draining your energy. No, now is not the time. So let's pull some cards. Because I feel like his energy, like he doesn't even relationship. He just wants to talk. And he doesn't want to talk about like where you guys really are headed or what's really going on. He just wants to kind of like just be poetic. Take a break. Take a break from this person. Take a break from giving him a listening ear. December. This person could be born in December. This could be a Capricorn you're dealing with. Or maybe you're a Capricorn. Or something's happening at the end of the year. Like it has to do with New Year's resolutions. With this wishful thinking, like you guys had planned to get married at the end of the year. When you least expect it. I feel like this guy's going to walk away. Like he really wants to be the one giving you the silent treatment. And I feel like that has something to do with the beginning of this reading. Like he left you in the dark. And his way of doing that was pretending to give you attention. But the attention wasn't real. It was just like him just kind of moving his jaw and pushing air through his esophagus just to make noise. Through his vocal cords. He's just making noise. And that's what I feel like he wants to leave you. He wants to leave you to silence.